So welcome back. Today we're at Donington Park and we're driving something really very special indeed. Here it is the Clio 197, Adam Christodoulou's car. Ad's here with us again. Ad, so last time we saw each other we were on the simulator at Donington Park in a Skip Barber. Now we're going to be out in your Clio, so what's the plan of action for today?
So you've been here before, but on two wheels, so...
I crashed here last time as well, to be honest.
Great.
It's a recurring theme.
Hopefully not. Right, today's finished. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a great day. I've done a few laps, Tom hasn't. So we're in the Clio. We're going to go through the driving line, braking points. Obviously, when you're here, you're in a slightly different car, but we'll get the general idea of where we need to position the car and where we need to look to get the maximum speed out of the car around this circuit. So last time you were driving, you were in the Citroen C2. And so, of course, in that, on the gravel, you're going to end up braking a bit softer because you're not going to want to lock up. Whereas here, we're on new smooth tarmac, so we're going to have more grip and we're going to be able to use that to our advantage.
Right, less talking, more driving. Let's go.
We just went up a little bit on the tyre pressures because I noticed they're a little lower than they should have been. The balance of the car feels better now. I've just completed a handful of laps and Tom's about to go out. Hopefully he can mirror what I've just done. We spoke about a few corners where he was losing a bit of time. So let's see how it goes.
Is he talking about what sort of driver I am?
Yeah, he didn't say hot.
Oh. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
See that?
Go. Full power, go, 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 go.
How do you feel about getting on the power?
Slowed it down a bit too much and then we had to accelerate off brakes. So later brake than that.
Yeah, it's only because the car's in front.
First lap anyway, so that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, too early power.
It's okay, a little bit too hot. Anyway, that's the most commitment we've given it through there, so advantage. So if we can just get that a little bit later, because we had a little correction before we turned in twice effectively.
There's an apex there somewhere, Tom.
No worries, so we just overslowed it because the exit was a bit too easy.
That was good. I'm sweating.
So last lap was the fastest.
As soon as I was turning into McLean's, doing what I was doing previously, and then you said travel brake, and I was like, ah, okay, so just ease off the brake on the way, and that just for whatever reason calmed me down. And I got the line sorted. Food.
That was good. I think that's basically our baseline for today,
Okay.
and then we're going to be working from that.
It's things like pedal feel I definitely need to work on as well. Just like feeling the brakes a bit more because I'm, like you said, I'm jumping off them, I'm on them, so it's just being smoother, isn't it?
Exactly. The thing, like with a race car, obviously the thing is stiffer. It's lower to the ground. It generally won't rock as much. So this just exaggerates everything you do. But if you can fine tune your driving in this, then generally that will stick with you in everything else that you drive anywhere else. Right, let's go and look at some data. It's time for a new iPad.
How old's that one? Oh, he's on 10%. It's okay.
Oh, Google.
I like the whisper. It's okay. It's all right.
Oh, it is actually connected to the internet. So what's happening is you end up braking early, and you're not braking as hard on the initial because the lines start to get a bit closer. But then you feel too slow because see where the line suddenly goes at a different angle.
So I've blipped on the throttle there.
You've probably just come off the brake there and rolled, and that's rolling resistance. When we look at the GPS, we can see.
Interesting.
So you're coming out a little bit tighter.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if you look at the brake, see how yours curves, whereas mine's more of a solid.
So does that mean your initial
so that
push
means
is harder?
my initial pressure, like you're ramping up the brake, whereas I'm just like hitting the brake on the initial. Get the thing to slow down whilst you've got the most air resistance at high speed. Like if you're in a car with aero, you want to use that to your advantage. So I hit the brake a bit harder on the initial, and then you can see as we get to the corner, I start to roll off.
Yeah.
And I'm able to get it through, but I'm able to get closer to the hay bale that's there on the tyre barrier.
What's the total difference in lap time between you and I?
I did a 1 minute 29.58 and you managed a 1:30.7, so it's 1.2 seconds at the moment. But I'm pretty certain that I can squeeze a little bit more time out of that lap myself as well. So
what should we set a target as? Do we want to set a target of a lap time to chase today?
Well, let's aim for the 1:29.5.
Right.
Let's keep on going for that.
Perfect.
Really nice. Yes. So it's not that bad. We brought it back in one piece.
Oh, here we go.
No, honestly,
I've got to put hats on because I could get BBC Two on this. Like this is ridiculous.
So in the end, we finished really well, I thought. So we looked at the data earlier, and are you doing something?
No.
So no, today went well. So in the end, we did a 1 minute 28.6. Not that we were timing because it's a track day, obviously. And somehow we found out we were doing a 1 minute 28.3. Sorry.
29.
So 29.
So
I'm trying to sell you here.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry, 29. So everything seems extremely under control, and the understanding that you've got now is that you realise when you're making a mistake if you overslow it or if you get on the power too early, and you basically say it before I even do.
The good thing is, actually, I think we didn't actually clip any cones. I don't think we clipped it.
Well, you clipped the base of a cone. Actually, hold on. And you ran it over.
Did I?
Yes.
Did I? I did. I thought I was a bit close. Is this in Craners?
Can I squeeze any more money out of you?
But it's 50 quid a cone, that's the problem.
This scuff wasn't here before.
Yeah.
I told you to clip the cones or the apex of the cone, and you did.
I'm quite enjoying standing here because the brake discs
Yeah,
are
no, it's
really
really
warm.
warm,
It's really
isn't it?
nice, actually. Where would you say my main points for improvement are, even after today and after we've been on track?
So from this morning, you had a bit of a soft initial brake, and now we're hitting it a lot harder. So we're getting more of an initial bite with the brakes, which is good. You need to maintain that rolling speed from the apex just to keep that momentum. Like, because if you don't have the power, if all the cars are the same, you don't have more power than them to just overtake them on the straight. So you need to carry that extra bit of rolling momentum to try and get alongside them and then try and outbrake them for the next corner. And for outright pace, the pace I thought was really good. I managed a 6, I think it was, earlier.
Yeah.
And then a 28.6, and you ended up with a 29.3. So there's
Well, it's a marked improvement. Where did we start the day? We were 31.
we've just improved throughout the day, and that's what it's about. If you go out straight away and you make an error at the start, then of course that might be your day over. So it is the correct way just to build it up throughout the day, and that's what we've done.
Anyway, thank you very much indeed for joining us for this episode of Make Me a Racing Driver. Really hope you've enjoyed. Many thanks to Adam and his Clio, which thankfully seems to be in one piece. Big thanks to Track Obsession. Really appreciate their hospitality today. Really enjoyed making some improvements out there at Donington, and in theory, that should all help us next time we're out on track for the finale of Make Me a Racing Driver. Thank you very much for joining us, and see you for that episode soon.